Okay, thank you for you to join in another episode on how you can resolve how you resolve the exam, uh, one of the exams from Platzi Academy. In this time, I want to show you how you can resolve a curso de inglés avanzado para el trabajo. And this is a good course uh, because has something like elevator speech, elevator pitching, something like that. And let's go with the course because this is the most important what you to be here, what you are here. And I I have some little problems and let's try now. Okay, what strategy would you consider for creating community? Cold calls, cold calls, and all of them, social media, all of them, network side of the office, and all of them. I think all of them is which of the following is not a traditional team building term: comforting, consistent, collaborative, communicate. Comforting. Okay, which is a traditional team building term? I think is comforting, consistent. Okay, just let me watch. Yes, comforting sounds something like you are working. What reason you need to be comforting? Sounds a little bit tricky, but let me watch. And I can use the wood weight the word comforting.
Comforting.
Okay, just let me watch. And yeah, comforting is something like that, but you are not watching this in traditional team, but also can be, but in this case cannot be. I think a traditional team building term. Yes, because you need to work and you need to focus and work. And I think is this is the idea. What should you always consider when making a presentation? Your speed or speech, your clarity, your projection or voice, all of them. Yeah, it's all of them. Which of the following is not an engaging intonation strategy? Connecting emotionally, stealing the floor, telling a story, telling a joke. Stealing the floor. Yeah, sounds like a crazy idiom.
Stealing the floor.
And this, this is something crazy. Stealing the floor. Okay, you let me just in order to improve my vocabulary, let me watch in Google, and I will tell you what is the meaning. It exists any kind of meaning for this, and that they'll get validation or praise because they perform better than that. Okay, what's the meaning to rise? What's the meaning of talking the floor? Talking the floor. Still the no. Still. If you say that someone steal the show, you mean that they get a lot of attention, but stealing the floor doesn't exist. Just take the floor, steal the show, and steal the show. Okay, even that is an idiom. This one is an idiom. Which of the following would not be a way to communicate respect and build your team? Okay, support your team's collaboration, show appreciation for everyone's ideas, communicate your authority to make decisions. This is a bad thing you want to be be good with your team. Listen to all perspectives. Yeah. Remember, which of the following would not be a way to communicate respect and build your team, which is not an important speaking quality for communicating con- confidently. It's not communicating confidently, communicating confidently, listening to audience feedback, noticing non-verbal cues, answering all the questions, speaking clearly. Okay, a important speaking quality. Okay, listening to audience uh, feedback, I think could be good, but let me see. Noticing not verbal cues. I remember that she mentioned something about this, and speaking clearly also. I I think could be listening and answer all the question, because it's not very important listening to audience feedback, because you cannot you I don't imagine you said something like, oh, can you give me feedback in always when you do a presentation. um Say, let me see. And okay, listen to audience feedback. I think it's necessary between answering all the questions. Not always, because you don't have all the time to answer all the questions. Yes, this could be something frustrate, and it's a lot of work. What is the verb for of the noun facilitation? Okay, it's a verb. Facilitation is a noun. Facilitator also can be a noun. Facilitate, facility, facilitator. I think could be facility. Okay, what's the for facilitation? But let me watch in my notes, because I know perfect and I can forget some notes. And facilitate is the right one, because that you can see now. Just let me watch here. Okay, it's a verb, facilitate. And facility, let me watch, is just a noun, facility. Even it sounds like an adverb, because remember all the adverbs frequency ends in white, but in this case the verb is facilitate. Okay, just let me keep this. Which will be the best way to ask a candidate interview question with the term reliable? How reliable are you? Could you show us if you are reliable? Can you share an example of how have you been reliable in your professed? Reliability is a very important for us. Are you reliable? Okay. In order to have an example is a better way always. Um, Regarding to this course, because and okay, let me, which will be the best way, which will be the best way to reliable. Okay, Jen, is always, can you with the form, the polite way, can you share an example, uh, yada yada. Okay, which will be the best way to ask a candidate interview question with the term innovative? Innovation is a value in the company. Can you be innovative? Tell me how you will be innovating this company. Are you innovate? Can you show me how? Can you give me some example of how we can innovate your? prior position and your prior. Remember, this word is useful in this case, which will be the best. Okay, and let me see, innovative. Okay, always you need to guide with can you at the beginning, and also example. Those are keywords that can help you to have an idea in order to resolve this test. Which of the following idioms will be correct to start a meeting? Let's get going soon. This can be, but I remember I put this in the previous test, and they told me that I am always wrong. Let's get the ball with rolling now. I'm not sure, but I will try with this one. And also, let's consider our time. This sounds a little bit tricky, I think, but let me see. Let's consider our time. Would be correct to start a meeting. Okay, just let me revise this because previously have this I have this incorrect. ¿Cuáles son los términos modismos que serían correctos para iniciar una conversación? Okay, and like I said before, she didn't mention about this, but I think it's this. Let's get to the ball rolling now. Yes, I think yes, because this first one can also be correct, but I don't know sure. But why the exam I supposed to be did back uh, did a bad answer. What is the most important for an elevator pitch? Joking with the audience, telling a long story, and knowing your why. Yeah, this is the most important. Mimicking another idea. Which of the stand of dance of this? Sorry, which of these imperative commands would be polite for communicating respectfully? Remove the cell phones from visibility. Don't touch your cell phones during meetings. Pull out cell phones away now. Please pull away cell phones during meetings. Yeah, remember when you always say please, or could you, or I wonder if you are doing like a very kind way. Which of these sentences, okay, would be polite, and it is one. Please put away. Which of the following will be inappropriate for social media networking? I had heard about your several social media platforms and would like to learn more. Okay, I remember I have also this, but I've been noticed you on Facebook and I would like to meet you in not prepared. Okay, I've been following Instagram and I'm impressed with your work. I mean, I see you profiling in an interest in interviewing you. Okay, social media profile. I would like to learn more. Okay, this from here sounds more like a date. For the reason I think this is the bad answer because you need to be close to this person, but like a weight of interview, no like a weight of romantic romantic date, because this is weird. This is gonna be like this. And let me watch here. Okay, in order to be right, it will be not prepared for social media and networking. Yeah, this sounds very weird, very awkward. What is the noun form of the verb negotiate? Okay, now this is the verb. Let me watch. Yeah, this is the verb. Negotiated, negotiation, and negotiation, negotiated. This is in past. Negotiator. I think. Let me see. Negotiation is also a noun, and I can see here that when the noun ends in t t, normally Asian, the the suffix of Asian is also a noun. Okay, negotiator, it's also an any kind a noun or something like that. Yeah, it's any kind of noun. Negotiator is also, let me see, it's repetitive. Negotiator. I was, let me watch here. It is the same word. Yeah. And okay, if you know this is the noun, you can, if you add the, I think this is the, but it's also easy negotiated. Okay, let me watch again. This is a kind of verb, but it's, let me watch in my notes because I'm not sure. Noun for of the verb. Oh yeah, sorry about that. What's the noun for of the verb? This is a verb. Remember, this is a verb, and you need to swap, tur- turning up to a noun, and the correct common noun uh, can be negotiation. What would be the best way to negotiate a deal? If we had a bit more time, and also can be negotiator, but remember we have two options negotiator, and for this reason we can discard one of them, both of them, sorry, and for the reason it was negotiation. Okay, what would be the best way to negotiate a deal? If we had a bit more time to negotiate the detail, we could come to an agreement. If we could negotiate tonight, we could agree tomorrow. Okay, here doesn't have much sense because if we could negotiate tonight, we could agree tomorrow. And you need to, in my case, I think you need to negotiate in the day. You need to be agree in the same day. You cannot be agree tomorrow. If we could negotiate more, we may come to some agreement. And this is sounds like a very no more sure. Remember, may may sounds like I'm not sure if we would, and also would doesn't sound like you are very sure. If we had a big, we could come be agreed. But okay, what would be the best? Let me watch here because I need to looking for my notes. Mm, sorry for the background noise because what will be the best? Okay, and of course this is the right one. Choose the best option for a polite email reaching out to a new client. I am outreaching to you to see if you are interested in our products. I am reaching, okay, remember Reaching out is a phrasal verb, and you frequency. I think probably some people in movies or another scenario they can forget out, but in this case the correct grammar in order to referring um, let me see that you
Reaching out.
want to know something or something like that is reaching out. And just let me looking for this one. I am reaching out and know if we may discuss some mutual ideas. Okay, just let me revise this. I said the correct way. Yeah, it's mutual, and this is the case is reach out. What is an example of giving advice for organization and time management? Organizations is key to your success here. You better figure out how to manage your time. And time management you this is a mess. You better clean it up. Okay, I remember I had this incorrect, and for the reason I need to pay special attention in this one. If you don't organize your desk by tomorrow, you're fired. This is totally incorrect because you are uh, doing like a way route. And I recommend you either come early or stay late to organize your workspace, or stay late to organize your workspace. Okay, organization is key to success here. You better figure out how to manage your time. I don't remember what what is an example of giving advice organization. Okay, what is, let me looking for an example of giving information. I recommend you, and always is not because I have this answer good. It's another answer that I when I fail sorry, it's not fake, it's fail. What is an example of giving constructive feedback? I was observing you're constantly late, so we need to talk right away. I was not noticing you are disengaged, and I decided to get you a mentor. Oh, yeah, this is the one that when I was an bad answer. And okay, what is an example of giving? Let me see. Constructive feedback. I always observe you not distributing to meeting anymore. Could we discuss your level of engagement? I was observing you constantly late, so we need to talk right away. I am not sure what is the good one, but okay, probably when you are doing an advice, I remember something like about semicolon that you need to use. Probably is this one, but okay, next. How would you address a formal email to someone you don't know? Hey, Mrs. Let me see, Mr. Mrs. Lopez. Hi, Juana. Dear Mrs. Lopez, and there is Juana. Okay, the last one could sound something like romantic, and hi sounds very informal. A sounds very informal, and also mere Mrs. Uh, remember, you know you cannot call someone like this, special in a lady, because you don't know she if she is married. Down this could be a little bit a little bit polite, not polite. And okay, which of the following is correct for giving a complement plus a conjunction plus a critic? Okay, remember a conjunction is a verb, sorry, is a phrase or could be a word that like but in conclusion, something like a linking word that join two different ideas, complement and critique, in this case something good and something bad, and for the reason you need to read. You have excellent at meeting your goals, but you need to work on your communication skills style, sorry. You have gone beyond the call of duty, so we like to promote you. this is this isn't a critic. Let me see the correct pronunciation. Critique. Critique. You have to you have surpassed our present expectation and keep impressing us. Okay, this another one isn't a critique. You have to excellent at meeting your goals, but you need to work on your communication style. This is a good when this is a good example about a complement, a conjunction in this case is but, and a critique is something like you need to improve, but in a good way, like to be to be very gentle. Okay, just let me add this new work because I think it's important for me to know more vocabulary and it's correct to indicate notation. Okay, and that's all. Okay, scroll down up to the end, and we still have 3 minutes, and we have a perfect exam. Okay, just let me put my excellent qualification and send. And that was all. I hope you had enjoyed this, and see you later. See you in another time.